There's a cinematic battle that has been waging for years. Two opposing sides that seem eerily similar yet drastically different. They will not stop until they are victorious. Or get bored. It's been happening right under our noses for years, and most important to know, it's all happening right up here. I'm of course talking about the battle between the jock side of your brain and the intellectual side of your brain. They're constantly in battle, even if you're not aware of it. Oftentimes they disagree.
Fast and the Furious 27 was amazing. Yeah! I like the part where all the awesome shit happened.
Oh, so all of it! Yeah!
Once again, the story and characters make absolutely no sense, and it was just an excuse for pointless stunts.
You shut your ass!
Yeah, don't make me throw her at you!
Yeah, I hurt!
Sometimes they get along.
Captain America's Civil War had depth, insight, and conflict.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man! Yeah!
Yeah, and Spider-Man.
But every once in a while they get that movie, which neither side knows what to think. Is it too dumb, not dumb enough, trying too hard, not even trying? One of those films is Alien vs. Predator. Based off the Alien movie series and the Predator movie series, this idea surprisingly had been buzzing around for a while. When Predator 2 showed the head of an alien mounted, fans immediately started to speculate about what a crossover would be like. There were fan arts, comics, even video games. Hey, if that's the case, where's my Terminator versus RoboCop? Actually, don't do that. Finally, in 2004, after the success of Freddy vs. Jason, we got our cross-horror. While certainly nobody sees it as the best Alien or Predator movie, the reactions still seem to be all over the map. Some love it, some hate it, some say it's just good enough, others say it's just bad enough. I'll admit I was a little concerned when I saw it was directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. You know, the guy whose movies ranges from to This poor dude can never get an R rating when he needs it the most, and even when he does, it gets trimmed down because it was too R for an R rating. Or so fake, that's pretty much just a PG-13 in disguise.
Exactly! An Alien vs. Predator movie that's PG-13? That's a bullshit!
But it does try and build character and suspense, like the other movies.
Yes, it's just when it goes into all that pointless fighting that becomes pedestrian.
You kidding me? That's all the best stuff in the movie!
You see, it's surprisingly hard to get a grasp on. Unlike the new Alien movies, which everyone can, strangely enough, agree to disagree.
Oh yes, those movies are beyond tired and predictable. Why are they still making those?
Well, actually, we think those movies are okay. But why are they still making those?
So let's see which side of your brain you end up agreeing with. This is Alien vs. Predator. We open with the sound many people make while watching this movie. As part of the course, we see this Alien movie takes place in the future of 2004. Insert immediate confusion? Done. Yeah, it's never really explained why this takes place during present day, especially when the Alien movies they make it clear Ripley's team are the first humans to encounter them.
Found something never recorded once in over 300 surveyed worlds.
It's been said though that this movie is not canon to either film series, which I guess is fine. It looks like they just want to throw in some badass fighting without confusing people with continuity. Oh look, Lance Hendrickson playing Charles Bishop Whalen, who runs a company that builds robots that look just like him in the future but dies in this movie. Okay, so this current reality will make about as much sense as our current reality, so let's just get to the cool cliches we all secretly kind of love. Like the introduction of our lead, Alexa, who we know is badass because she's introduced in the ultimate badass cliched introduction of climbing a mountain. Yeah, that immediately shows you're tough when you show that's what you do in your off time. No, really, it's not a big deal, I just do this for fun. Look, I carry mountains in my pocket. It's so not a big deal that she can even take a phone call asking her to go on an expedition.
He's offered to fund the foundation with which you are associated for a full year, if you'll meet with him.
But that's so not a big deal to the people on the other end because they're already at the top of the mountain waiting for her. All these big cool things are so not big cool things to them that they don't even question the plausibility of them. We're just gonna sneak a helicopter on top of a mountain silently so that the climber never notices. There's really no reason, it'll just be an awesome reveal. Like I said, no big deal because we're badass. Meanwhile in Mexico, everyone gathers around an archaeologist who hasn't found anything yet to discover he hasn't found anything yet. Hey, one of these days that's gonna lead to world peace. But Wayland Industries is so impressed with his ability to do his job poorly that he's flown out to the same mission as Alexa, as well as Alan Simon Pegg coming here.
I'm documenting the trip for my boys. This is them, Jacob and
They especially love how not dead I am. Yep, I guess you could say that's my character, having a family and not being dead. I sense a long future for me. They all meet up at Wayland Industries, where Mr. Wayland explains their mission several feet above them from behind. That's kind of douchey.
7 days ago, one of my satellites over Antarctica hunting for mineral deposits discovered a sudden heat bloom.
Should we turn our chairs around?
The red lines indicate solid walls. Through thermal mapping, we've generated a
Stage right over there, and our necks are starting to hurt.
One expert tells me this has features reminiscent of the Aztecs.
You don't need the microphone, there's like 15 of us. How are you gonna plan a dangerous expedition? You can't even plan talking to a small group of people!
My experts tell me it's a pyramid.
Mostly because it's shaped like a pyramid. My pyramid experts told me that. Naturally, a disturbance has occurred in the Arctic that Wayland wants looked at right away. But Alexa thinks they don't have enough time to do it right and walks out.
Find another guide.
No, really guys, she's totes not going. We shot all this footage of her just so she could come in and say no. She's so angry she's not even gonna show her breath in freezing cold weather.
It's the one place left in the world that no one owns.
Come on, don't make me pull out pictures of my kids again.
In case you forgot, kids and not being dead. That's whatever my name is.
Do we stand a better chance of surviving with you? Or with the number 2 choice?
I mean, we saw how you treat your own offspring. Clearly, you're a tough bitch. She, of course, eventually agrees, and they get ready to head out.
I'm laying down 3 simple rules. 1, no one goes anywhere alone. 2, everyone must maintain constant communication.
3, if this is your first night, you have to fight.
I'd rather have one and not need it than need it and not have one. I'm glad that you decided to stay.
You too, future corpse with no identity. I'm just calling Jane Lynch Colin.
Now, you do have to hand it to Mr. Anderson for trying to establish mood through beautiful cinematography.
As well as characters you surprisingly don't want to see their necks broken in the sequel.
Yeah, but we're the aliens versus predators!
Yeah, every once in a while it shows them watching, but for the longest time they don't do anything.
Yeah, we could do that.
We are doing that!
Yeah, make a movie about us.
It's true, the movie does take a while to get going, but in the first 2 films we had characters we enjoyed hanging with. They seem real as well as likable. Here, Alexa is pretty cool and even exchanges a nice conversation with Henriksen.
You think that's the last thing your dad remembers? The pain? Or drinking champagne with his daughter 14,000 feet in the air?
But everyone else is just accents. Oh, I sure hope Mexican accent doesn't die before Scottish accent, but at least we would still have—
I'm telling you, there's no team and no machine in the world that could cut to this depth in 24 hours.
Whatever the hell that's trying to be. I'm gonna say adorable. They journey through the ruins of the Flintstone end credits where they partake in their favorite game, Fake Out Chunning.
Lex!
That was pretty good, but surely there's a better one behind the corner. I'm sorry, that doesn't count unless you make a chun with every step you take. Actually, I would kill if that penguin took the role of the cat in the series. Hell, we could give it its own animated spin-off with a surprise ending. Why am I the only one that sees the possibilities here? There's a pretty cool shot when the Predator ship passes over them, literally without making a sound. In fact, it actually goes more quiet when it passes over.
Whoa. Okay, that was pretty cool.
But is followed by our hero snooping around in the dark.
Seen it!
I don't know why these movies always go with this setup. It's been done too many times. We know most of them are going to die, and it's not really a mystery of what's out there. You could argue it's to showcase the gore, but PG-13, you know you're not gonna get that. It's not even any of the main characters that get axed off first. It's a bunch of extras. I'm surprised the Predator's vision doesn't look like this. My God, they're evil. They found a way to combine the Virtual Boy and the Power Glove into one. These Predators really do know how to make bombs. So it looks like the Predators actually captured a queen alien and have her lay face huggers to grow in humans and be hunted by them. Either that or now Cadbury eggs have a reason for tasting bad. That's right, I said it! Who wants a piece of me? I guess it makes a lot of sense for the Predators to do that because our human characters sure as hell aren't a lot of fun to kill off.
Christ, we went from Schwarzenegger to this. Take his skull, Frank. I don't want to take his skull. You take his skull.
Fine, neither of us will take his skull. We'll just let time kill him and piss on his corpse. Hi, I'm Time.
Mine's bigger. Shut up, Frank.
Our appetizers stumble across fog machines for the Predator's ancient ritual of running a haunted garage.
Any idea what these are?
No. You?
No.
It's a good thing we brought the experts.
Hey, they're only good at figuring out that pyramid shapes are pyramids. How the hell are they supposed to figure out what gun shapes are?
Well, yeah, it is a good thing. Because this is like finding Moses' DVD collection.
It's our first really weird line of the movie. It took a while, but that was satisfyingly dumb.
This is like finding Moses' DVD collection.
Sorry, that line was so dumb, it's literally killing me.
A little too much excitement. We'll run further tests on the surface.
No, don't touch them.
Oh, yeah, after staring at them for almost 3 minutes, only now does he say, don't touch them. That should be minimum sentence number 2. Wow, look at these, touch them, we're dead. This, of course, signals the Predators to hunt them down as they display... Holy shit, gremlin cocoons! This movie just got 1 million extra points! No, of course, it's the face huggers who jump in slow-mo so you can tell how fake they are. And impregnate our victims pretty fast, considering it's usually a day or 2 process in the original, and now it's only a few minutes. Even the chest burst doesn't seem like that big a deal anymore. All the other times it's horrific, downright disturbing. But here? Oh, that's annoying. Oh, come on, alien. Just because you're shaped like a dick doesn't mean you have to act like one. Okay, I'm only giving you 2 stars on Yelp, and that's because I actually went Yelp! But you get 1 more star if you sing Hello, My Baby. Everyone either gets Tetris to death or separated. Oh no! Not whatever accent he was! I missed the way he... existed! But the Predators also seem to want their guns back. Bullshit, I am not dying via net. In an Alien vs. Predator movie, I refuse to go out this way! That's a little better. 2 stars on Yelp. But the Predator and Alien finally meet, and shit gets... shaky. Oh, come on! Oh, come on! It's ridiculous, I'm sorry, I can't believe it. Look at it, it's not... the way it's shot. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about! Come on, that's more like it. Yes, now we're on track. Again, it's weird. When you can see it, it's friggin' awesome. It even has a fair amount of practical effects mixed with the CG. But when it's shaking and isn't rendered right, it sucks hard. Okay, now jump to the part where you use the alien as a pinball. Tilt. Masters of Fear. But after one Predator gets axed, another one goes after the humans. Seeing how Henriksen has asthma, he doesn't even bother with him, but Henriksen still has something to prove. Sorry. Joke's on you, I'm somehow gonna end up in 2 more Alien movies.
I will admit, it is a shame that the film is only PG-13.
Yeah, but for a PG-13 movie, they got away with a lot.
Though, I'm confused. Does making the blood green make it somehow less gory? No, I think it just makes it a Christmas movie.
Best Christmas movie since Die Hard! Yeah!
Yes! Sadly though, we go from one awesome fighting scene to a whole shit ton of explaining.
Ancient warriors would mark themselves. These hunters found a backwater planet and were worshipped as gods. Humans were used to breed the ultimate prey, but if the hunters lost, they made sure nothing survived. The heat plume was designed to lure us down here.
Nobody cares! We don't need to know why they mark themselves, we can figure it out. Obviously it's a predator temple, they're plastered all over the place. And it's pretty clear they breed the aliens to hunt them because we know that's what they enjoy. Though, I'll say this, there is one thing they don't explain. Why have a temple at all? Why not just drop a few eggs, wait a year, and then literally hunt a planet of aliens? Wouldn't that be much more challenging? That'd be a great vacation spot for predator families. Hey kids, you wanna go to Planet Dickhole? You do nothing but zap dickholes who have dickholes in their dickholes. We already have a children's film for them to watch afterwards. How can nobody smell the money? Oh, by the way, Die McDie Dead dies. To be fair, it is good to know that the guy that goes on and on about his kids is killed off by another parent's kids. It's kind of like a vegetarian being trampled by a cow. It's a little funny. You know what's not funny? All this guy's explaining.
When that door opens, we're dead.
During a big game hunt, the animal's been hunted. Don't arm them.
Damn it, just PG-13 him to death! Thank you. This means it's just Alexa left as she confronts the last predator, gives him back his gun, and through honestly very clever storytelling, we're visually told everything with no dialogue. She kills an alien, winning his respect. They realize they have to work together. He shows her the alien skin is immune to the acid blood, so she uses the tail as a spear and the head as a goddamn shield and—
Why wasn't this movie about her?
What? What do you mean?
All the cool stuff is happening now. Using the alien armor alone is badass. Well, you can't just have a horror film with only one person through most of it.
Well, actually, he may have a point. Because the movie is PG-13, the only gore we can get is from the monsters, and there's been plenty of horror films that focus on one person most of the time. As long as the character is interesting like she is, that would possibly work.
There'd be less filler and dialogue, and by focusing on only one person, it'd surprisingly have more human interest.
And we get more of what we want. Alien versus Predator, man!
Yeah! What did I get? What?
Because truth be told, the rest of the movie is hugely entertaining. The aliens help the Queen escape, they find various ways to outsmart and outrun it, and they have to do it all through communication that's not verbal. True, sometimes it's Resident Evil shows, but it's shot great, the pacing is better, and it's nothing but the cool badass characters left just being cool badass characters. She even has to show her loyalty by killing off one of her friends because an alien is bursting out of him, showing she's not going soft and she means business. It's actually pretty cool. After they blow the entire temple up, which I'm sure means the Queen is destroyed. Hey, as long as this thing doesn't pop up, I'm good. He marks her, making her a first-level awesomenator. But naturally, it's not quite over.
We are not amused.
It's a three-way battle between alien, predator, and human, and by God, just saying that sentence was amazing! But they all get injured, meaning they have to take cover. Quick, through the elephant graveyard! The predator gets stabbed, but Alexa launches the Queen into the ocean, nailing her punk ass.
I wish I could drown. It's gonna be a long life.
It looks like other predators arrive. Just in the nick of time? But they see she's an honorary brother and leave her alone, even giving her one of their staffs for putting up an honorable fight. Oh, and don't touch the red button, that'll blow up Earth. Laters! But they should have ran that body through customs because it looks like he's carrying some illegal cargo.
Wait a minute, when did a facehugger get him? Why would the Queen attack him if he was impregnated?
Why would it mix with his DNA, creating a new creature?
It was cool.
So that was Alien vs. Predator, and even today, it's still kinda hard to get a grasp on. In so many ways, it betrays what we want, but in so many other ways, it delivers exactly what we want. It looks great, there are good fight scenes and cool moments, and even the worst parts really aren't that bad. especially when you compare it to their other films. It sucks waiting through certain moments, but when you get to the fun stuff, it is a lot of fun. I guess it depends on what you're looking for. I'm personally glad I saw it. It didn't give me everything, but it gave me enough. So while your inner jock and inner intellect duke it out, hopefully you can come to a conclusion about whether or not this is worth your time. By no means the best, but by no means the worst, it is the enigma that is Alien vs. Predator. But there is one thing we can all agree on. Requiem sucks.
Oh my god!
Absolutely terrible. I'm a nostalgia critic, and Requiem sucks.
There's neither word. There are not even words to describe that.
I would say true as well.
Resources.
This is like finding Moses' DVD collection.